Hi everyone, it's Gene Calderon and I'm here on the campus of Purdue University Northwest where I serve as a chapter director for Ratio Christi, which is an apologetics ministry meant to focus on teaching students why we believe what we believe when it comes to apologetics. That is, understanding the faith using science, history, philosophy, and theology, and really just give them a chance to ask questions, to be able to dig a little bit deeper in the things that they've been taught at church or at home or from friends or even here on campus. And this is what we're doing, and I want to give you a little bit of an update and want to share with you what we're doing, how we're doing it, and see if you'd like to be a part of this by joining us and by partnering with us and just seeing really what the heart of this ministry is all about. It was at this very spot where at the beginning of the semester, many of the students came together and says, we want to get the word out. So we had a table here. We had students talking to each other. We had students curious about what Ratio Christi is, and is this just another Bible study group, or is this just another time for us to kind of get together and hang out? But we were really open to share them that this is a place where we're going to answer some real questions, and they can bring those intellectual questions. And we had a great time just meeting students, getting the word out, letting them know that anybody's welcome to join us. Anybody's welcome to bring an objection or a question, or anybody's ready or willing to be able to just come up and give us the reasons why they believe what they believe, and all of us are going to grow from it and benefit from it. That's the goal. And so here we are on the campus of Purdue Northwest, here with the pride of the Lions, which is the mascot of Purdue Northwest here in Hammond, Indiana. And we're standing right in front of the Student Union Library, which is where we have the majority of our meetings here. And we do that on purpose. We meet in the cafeteria once a week, maybe twice a week, just depends on our schedule. But the intent is we want to do this openly and publicly so that people who might be walking by would kind of get a peek of what it is we're talking about, what the topic is, maybe even join in discussion or ask questions about the ministry. And so this is what we do. And every semester we allow the students to be able to choose a topic. 2 semesters ago it was apologetics, just science, history, and philosophy. Last semester it was Islam, where we did a comparative study between Christianity and Islam. That was great. We had about 5 students who were Muslims who would join us every week to ask questions and give us insights from their upbringing and from their understanding of Islam. And we got along great. It was a tremendous time for students to be able to really just knock down some barriers and talk to each other. This semester, our students decided that we wanted to go over some of the major objections against God and Christianity. And so for that, we started to look through the book called The Case for Faith by Lee Strobel. Most of us have probably seen the movie or have heard about the book, The Case for Christ. This is his second book. We started to go through that book and really just get a chance to hear some of the objections that are typically brought up and some great answers by some great scholars that are available in that book. And so students have taken it upon themselves to read it for themselves, to bring forth their own questions, and even bring some extra challenges that might have been there, but all for the ability to be able to dig deeper, have a better understanding, and even build relationship amongst friends as we understand we can talk about these kinds of issues and not be threatened by them. Students have even taken it upon themselves to lead some of the discussions. This is new this semester. Typically it's always been me and me and me, but now with a resource in hand, they can stand up in front of other students. They can invite students to come and join us. And in fact, many of them have done that and taken this upon themselves, allowing for discussion, allowing for the chance to challenge each other and question each other. Again, all for the sake of building up their own faith. This is a safe place for them to come and ask those kinds of questions. And we want to be winsome, we want to be loving, and we want to be inviting to those who may ask us those kind of questions and be a great witness for Christ. And not only have we served students here on campus, we've been able to provide them some resources off campus, such as conferences. We had the awesome opportunity to be able to join some other Ratio Christi chapter directors and overseers, as well as some major speakers who are scholars in their fields, and really just attend some of the conferences to hear different perspectives on some of the major questions that we hear about when it comes to Christianity. And so students were able to listen and take notes and even speak to the scholars themselves and meet them and just come to an understanding that there are very intelligent Christians out there who can share with them some of the difficulties that they face and that we ourselves might have to face someday, but to be equipped, again, to share this with students who have those kind of questions. Another thing is we had a speaker himself just come in and join us. Ted Wright of Epic Archaeology was able to join us and share a lot of the archaeological insights that he has when it came to the Exodus and Moses. And so again, this is just sharing facts, historical, real facts that is going to resonate with students. And this is the reason why we bring these kind of speakers in or take our students out to go and meet them, because they need to see, they need to touch, they need to feel and understand that what we are studying when it comes to the scriptures and God and all the things that we understand about our faith is true and it's real, and it can be shared with anyone, skeptic or believer alike. Now, as much as Ratio Christi is focused on students in college and in universities, let's not forget that there's also a branch of Ratio Christi known as College Prep. Ratio Christi College Prep is geared towards our youth groups, our high school groups, and even our junior high school groups to be able to prepare them and equip them before they get to college. And we have been having some great success with Ratio Christi College Prep here in Northwest Indiana, thanks to the help of Colus's Christian Bookstore in Highland, Indiana. And what they are doing is giving us a place, just a neutral place. If there's nothing special about it other than the fact that they open their doors and support us in the fact that we can have monthly meetings there for students, so much so that they've had such an impact upon themselves and each other that they themselves have begun leading their own meetings and putting together their own presentations and sharing their own insights because of their studies and because of their passion of wanting to share the gospel in real ways with their peers. So this is what we do, same process, same idea, but the students, the high school students, because we elevate our expectations of them, they rise to the occasion and have done it in ways that have just blown our minds and will probably impress many of our own youth leaders, student leaders, parents, and teachers. We don't know the potential that these students have unless we give them those opportunities. Ratio Christi is working on doing that so that they themselves can present before an audience or just one-on-one in everyday conversation. Our students are willing, our students are able, they are just looking for the opportunity and the chance to be able to do this, and we've seen it. We've seen them do it, we've seen them do it very well. In fact, they're looking for more opportunities to do this. And if Ratio Christi College Prep is willing to give them that opportunity with the support of our neighborhoods and with the support of the people around us, we're going to see more students stepping up. In fact, when they get to the universities, they're going to be more than prepared. They're going to have already heard the questions and the objections and already have themselves a pocket full of tools to be able to respond to those objections and really just present the gospel in a way that most students today are not hearing it. They are the future. They're the ones that we're investing in right now. And so maybe you're wondering, well, that sounds great, and that's something I definitely think our students could take advantage of and really could benefit from. How do I get involved? Well, that's what this is all about. This is what we're really sharing this for, is to show you that I believe this is something your students could benefit from, your children could benefit from, and even your churches could benefit from. We're always here in Northwest Indiana looking to serve at conferences, at speaking engagements, simple Bible studies, or just an overview of what it is that we do. We offer presentations, we offer times of just getting together and sitting over coffee. But if you really want to be a part of this and be a part of the team, some of the things that we ask for specifically is, first of all, prayer. We cannot do anything without prayer or without God going before us to be able to set that path that we may be able to walk obediently down. And that's exactly what we're trying to do, is just doing the will of God, sharing the gospel in a new and a unique way that reaches students where they're at on the college university. So prayer is extremely important. If you see anything that we're doing, maybe on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or even the website, and you see it and you get a reminder that we are here in the community, pray for us. Let us know that you're with us and standing with us as prayer partners, because we definitely do not deny the supernatural. Even though we're focusing on the academic or the intellectual, the spiritual aspect of it is a huge part of what we're doing. Secondly is what we call strategic partners. Just letting people know that we are here to serve. If you know of students on college campuses or high schools or junior high schools that would like to be a part of this, let them know we're here. Let them know that we are welcoming anyone who would like to be a part of this, and even step up and maybe be leaders in some of the organizations or some of the places that we have looking for leadership across Indiana, Northwest Indiana. But we are here looking for students who want to better understand understand why they believe what they believe, or have some of the questions that they've never had answered many times for the first time. So being a strategic partner is huge. Lastly, what we would call being a financial partner. And this is where we have to dig a little bit deeper into our pockets and say, that is a cause that I believe so much in, I'm willing to back that up. I work as a missionary here on the college campus. My mission field is the college campus. And it's great to be able to have what I call a local missionary that you can meet with, have coffee with, call up, text, and I'm right here to be able to respond to all of that, to be able to share with you what's going on campus, what is it that we need here on campus, and really just share some of the insights, some of the victories, some of the challenges, and many of our prayer requests. You don't have to wait months or years for me to come by. I'm just a phone call away. And as a local missionary, my wife, my children, we all rely on the generous donations of our supporters to be able to do this ministry full time, and also be able to go home and know that we will have the lights on and have the water running and have food in our stomachs and the clothes on our back. I work at this full time. I don't get paid for this full time, but with support that keeps coming in, somehow, some way, God makes it happen, and we're so grateful for that. But that's something that you yourself could consider. It's supporting a missionary right here in your backyard. You will get monthly reports, you will get newsletters, and you will also get invites to some special events that we have going on for all of the community. So I definitely think it's worth an investment, not just for yourself, but for our community, for our students from around the world who attend this university. I don't know if you know, but Purdue has a large community of students from Korea, China, the Middle East, South America, and they all come here looking to experience the United States or American culture for the first time, and they know that it's Christian and they're curious about that. So that's another thing that we're looking to invest in. And if you're willing to be able to invest, you can look at our donation page, which will be shared. You can also look at our website, ratiochristi.org. You can put a / after that, Purdue Cal right after that, and you'll find our website. If not, look for the links that'll be attached to this video. And just, again, seriously consider whether or not you'd like to support a ministry like this, which is having tremendous benefits to our students. And I would encourage you, contact me. Contact the organization, as we are here in Northwest Indiana. We do have other chapters across Indiana, as well as across the country, as well as across the world. And this is something that is growing and expanding, which is really showing the need for a ministry like ours to be able to build and equip our students to go out there and make disciples of all nations, as we have been commanded by Christ. So consider it. We are here to be able to answer your questions. We are here to be held accountable by you about the things that we're doing here on campus, and it's a great thing. And I would love for you to be able to take part in this and be a partner of Ratio Christi here at Purdue University Northwest, as well as Northwest Indiana, and all of the communities and churches that are surrounding this area, growing and deepening their faith because of people willing to take questions and answers and biblical studies to the next level, and not just be satisfied with the simple, mundane answers or simple answers that were probably heard over and over again, and they still don't make sense to us. We really want to dig deep. We really want to understand God. We still want to glorify God with all of our hearts, soul, strength, and our minds, our understanding of who He is, what He's done, and the reason why we want to worship Him the way that we do. So God bless you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us. If you have any questions, again, feel free to contact me, Gene Calderon. Look us up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or the website, ratiochristi.org / Purdue Cal. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have some feedback from you. God bless you. Love y'all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.